Hi, good evening. This is CJ Lawrence Tabonares, and I will be your examiner for this evening.
Good evening as well. I am Jasmine and Marie Yuson, and I will be the one answering your IELTS speaking test questions.
Okay, for this evening, let's talk about your hometown or village. What kind of place is it?
So, my hometown is Cebu City. It is also called the Queen City of the South in the Philippines. So, my hometown is a highly urbanized city that combines a blend of modernization and rich in history and culture.
What's the most interesting part of your town or village?
The most interesting part is it's rich in history and culture. Like what I said earlier, tourists are attracted to the historical sites and the historical festivals that happen in the city, especially the mother of all festivals, which is the Sinulog Festival.
Oh, that's interesting. What kind of jobs do the people in your town or village do?
Considering that Cebu City is a big city, there are various jobs that people in my hometown do, such as working in BPO companies, IT companies, shopping malls, or being vendors along the streets.
Would you say that it is a good place to live, and why?
I would definitely say yes, that Cebu City is a very good place to live, considering that it is a big city. It has lots of stuff that you need. Places to go, like entertainment, shopping malls, as well as buildings that you can apply for job opportunities. It has lots of tourist attractions as well.
Oh, and now let's move to your accommodations. Tell me about the kind of your accommodation you live in.
So, my accommodation that I live in a very simple and small and comfortable as well accommodation.
How long have you lived there?
I have lived in my accommodation for around about 20 years. Ever since I was a child, I have been living in my accommodation, and it has been a passed down house from my grandparents as well.
And what do you like about living there?
So, like I said earlier, I love living in my accommodation or where I am from. It is because everything you need, it is very reachable. So, when you say about shopping malls or hospitals as well as schools, it is very walkable, and it is very budget friendly as well, considering that there are plenty of affordable foods that you could choose from.
What sort of accommodation would you most like to live in?
So, the most type of accommodation that I would love to live in if I were to have a choice, it would be to live in the opposite life of where I'm from, the province life. Because I believe that seeing sunsets, mountains, animals, and green colors, grasses, flowers, it is something that I would like to look forward to every morning.
Oh, I would say the same answer as well. So now, let's proceed to part 2. Would you like to tell me something important that you own?
Yes, I would love to. One of the most important possessions that I own is a vintage car. It was inherited from me, from my family, specifically from my grandparents. So it carries not only practical value, especially nowadays that vintage cars are very rare, but it also has a deep sentimental meaning to me. So I've had it for around 5 years already, considering that it was given to me 15 years ago, and that it is pretty hard to maintain, considering that when you leave it out in the rain or in the sun, it can be pretty damaging. But that makes it even more worthwhile and more worth rewarding to maintain. So I don't usually do it or I don't usually drive it for everyday commuting, but I do take it out for special occasions, family trips, and leisurely drives.
Tell me, is it valuable in terms of money?
Yes, like I said earlier, vintage cars are pretty rare and has a lot of face value nowadays, considering that it is part of history.
Would it be easy to replace?
I would think that it is not easy to replace considering that it is vintage. So you really need to take care of it. And I don't think that the family history behind the vintage car, the legacy, and our passion for cars would be easily replaced.
Oh, thank you for that question. Answer, I mean. So, for the part three, our topic will be how people's values have changed. What kind of things give status to people in your country?
In my country, in the Philippines, I believe that things that give status to people would be according to their wealth, to their professional successes, and to their education as well. I believe that owning expensive gadgets, cars, living in prestigious neighborhoods, or living a luxurious life is what gives status to people nowadays.
Have things changed since your parents' time?
I believe so, yes. I think from my parents' time, it was more so on familial background, education, and stable employment. I believe those were the factors that gave people a high social status. But nowadays, in my time, it is very different, considering that social influences, luxurious lifestyle choices, wealthy gadgets or material possessions is what makes people think that they are in a high social status.
So let's move to the next topic, the role of advertising. Do you think advertising influences what people to buy?
Yes, I believe so. I think that advertising nowadays is very evident and is very much effective, I think, because social media presence and social media is everywhere. And advertising is very important and crucial to marketing products, businesses, lifestyle choices, and it really influences people because they would think that purchasing such materials or purchasing the right kind of lifestyle or having material possessions would give them a high social status if compared to everyone.
Okay, thank you for that. Hi, good evening. This is CJ Lawrence Tabonares, and I will be your examiner for this evening. Can you confirm your name for me, please?
Good evening as well. I am Jasmine and Marie Yuson, and I will be the one answering your questions for today's IELTS speaking test.
Are you a student or do you work?
I am currently a third year student studying Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
What is your place of work like?
My place of work like is lively. It is actually fun, ironically, considering that studying in medicine or in the field of medicine is pretty hard.
What do you like about your job?
What I like about my job or being a student is that I get to interact with lots of people who have different backgrounds, perspectives than me. It is pretty nice to see patients considering that we are going on duties in today as we are doing our OGT.
Is there anything you don't like about your job?
I believe so, yes. There are plenty of things that I don't like about my job as a student in nursing. But what I would say is that I don't like the tight deadlines and the heavy workloads that we have in our subjects that is required.
Do you have a lot of free time?
Actually, I don't have lots of free time considering that the free time that I have will be given onto me studying or doing activities required from professors.
Do you spend your free time outside?
Yes, I actually do like to spend and have spent my free time outside because seeing grasses or like beautiful locations would really ease off your mind from all the deadlines and all the workload that you have to do.
What sort of things do you like doing outside?
I like to do spending out in nature like camping, hiking. It is pretty therapeutic to do.
Is there a free time activity you'd like to try in the future?
Yes, I would actually love to go golfing. It has been a hobby that I really wanted to do ever since the summer.
Okay. Do you like animals?
Yes, I pretty love animals.
Do you have any animals in your home as a pet?
Yes, I do have plenty of animals in my home as a pet, namely dogs, cats, chickens, lovebirds, and actually I love strays as well. I do take care of them too.
Did you have a pet when you were a child?
Yes, I have. I had a dog ever since I was a kid. It was always a dog as a pet.
Would you like to have a pet in the future?
Yes, I would love to. I think that I see my pets today. I see them in the future as well.
Okay, thank you for the answers, Miss. So let's move to part 2 of our IELTS. Now, describe a special event or festival that you liked.
I believe that the special event that I like that comes to mind would be the Sinulog Festival. The Sinulog Festival is a very crucial and important aspect of our life and tradition as Filipinos and as Cebuanos. It has been a tradition of my family to go on and celebrate the festival of our patron saint, which is Señor Santo Niño, which then we celebrate with our family, friends, neighbors. And in here, or in the festival, you would see lots of people from around the nation, like artists, singers, songwriters, and plenty more. You would see the colorful dances, parades, the dancing traditions of the Filipinos.
Did the other people also enjoy this event?
Yes, I believe so. The Sinulog Festival is very popular considering that it is the mother of all festivals. Not only Filipinos from around the nation go to Cebu to celebrate this, but also tourists from around the world would love to celebrate the tradition of Sinulog Festival because of its colorful and wonderful dance traditions, as well as the parties that are to be held in a Sinulog Festival.
Okay, thank you for that, Miss Yuson. So let's move for part 3, the IELTS. Our topic would be a special event or festival that you liked. Why do you think celebrations are important in our society?
I believe that celebrations are important for the society because it not only strengthens the community but it promotes unity. It brings out the people more together and it is much more livelier that way.
Do you think celebrations are experienced differently by the different generations?
Yes, I believe so that different generations experience different situations and celebrations. So I believe that on the older days or from my parents' time, Sinulog Festival was given more emphasis on the historical, the cultural perspective, and the religious aspect of it. While I believe that the younger generation tends to go on Sinulog Festival more because of its popularity, its music and entertainment, and as well as the fun that lies in Sinulog Festival.
Okay. And for now, our second topic is all about international events. Do you think international events help to promote cooperation and collaboration between countries?
Yes, I believe do so because international sporting events like the Olympics bring out the people more from different countries worldwide. It promotes collaboration, it promotes unity, and both competition and mutual respect to each other as well.
Do you think international sporting events are more popular with the older or younger generation?
I believe that it is more popular in the younger generation, considering that social media is over the place, all over the place, because um, with the coverage of social media exposure is very important for the younger generations. So, international sporting events tends to be popular to the younger generations because we know that the younger generation tends to follow people's or the athletes' profiles or social medias online.
Do you think we will see changes in the future to international events? And if so, what sort of changes might we see?
Yes, I think there would be changes in international sporting events, and I hope that these changes would be there would be more emphasis and focus on sustainability and more on environmental impact, which would help the country, or not only the country, but the earth better.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that, Miss Yuson.